Let me start this review by saying A Work in Progress is the story of my heart, a middle grade book the world needs to read. The title is perfect, the main character Will warmed my heart, and he made me think about how I want to be treated by not just others, but also myself. Written as an illustrated novel in verse through diary entries, Will's tale by the legendary, talented, and insightful Jarrett Lerner brought me to tears of both joy and sadness. Ever since that one day in fourth grade when he was called fat for the first time, Will has been a different person. It wasn't like he hadn't acknowledged that he looked different than others, but he didn't know it was a bad thing to be bigger. Slowly, Will tries to change everything about himself, but in the process, he loses his friends and resorts to comfort food to escape his anxiety and help him get over all the horrible school days. Will ate. He ate everything from chips to pizza to crackers. Eating was an escape, even if for just a split second from the pain. But it didn't stop how badly he began to think about himself. What the reader learns from this beautiful and meaningful book is that you can be insulted by others, but in reality, your biggest bully will always be yourself. Will saw himself as a monster, always needing food, a ferocious beast who sat alone. The only thing keeping him going is his crush Jules. You can tell that she loves to draw like him too, from her sketchbook. And in the halls, people think that Will is a creep and only likes her because she's pretty, but Will has a crush on her for her personality, not just her looks. He confides in his journal that he does think she's pretty as well. Tired of being the butt of every joke and seeing the snickers from his peers, Will forces himself with every ounce to eat healthy and sometimes to not eat at all. He leaves the cafeteria wanting to avoid being tempted by food, but he grows more depressed and angrier. One day, though, he meets a boy named Marcus, who's kicked out of the cafeteria for skateboarding. Normally, Will pushes everybody away, but he sees something in Marcus. Marcus has a lot to say, but what made Will like him the most was that Marcus sees Will for who he is, not what he looked like. Two misunderstood kids who've gone through so much, two newfound friends. Though Will still has a lot more obstacles to overcome. But as Marcus puts it, we're all works in progress, no matter our size, color of our skin, or gender. No one's perfect, but Will still finds it hard to believe that's true. What happens next? You will need to read A Work in Progress to find out. Jarrett Lerner found a way to speak to the heart of the matter, and he spoke to my heart too. Such a well-written, beautifully compelling middle grade read. A story that will fill your heart with much-needed acceptance, empathy, and compassion. A Work in Progress is a book I hope finds its way and place in every school and classroom library. It's the book hug we've all been searching for. 10 out of 10.